Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Power Plays Palace. It's Friday, August 15th, and we're heading to the last trading day of the week with SPY holding right above the VWAP in the pre-market. I got today's updated trade plan, at least my trade plan for the day, with the key levels and Fibonacci zones and setups. So we're ready to take advantage of the price action for the day. Let's look at the chart. Alright, this morning SPY's pre-market VWAP is sitting around 646 with the VWAP high at 646.97 and the VWAP low at 645.39. Yesterday's high was 645.62 and the low was 642.34. Right now we're in a tight band just above the VWAP, which tells me the market's balanced but primed for a breakout or a breakdown once the bell rings. So let's look at these Fibonacci levels. What we have here using yesterday's range. Let's look at yesterday. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's look at yesterday. This is yesterday. Alright, what we got here? Look at yesterday. Look at that range yesterday. Yep. Using yesterday's range from 645.62 to 642.34, what we got is 38.2 at 643.74, 50% at 644.98, and 61.8% at 644.22. These fields level line up perfectly with the VWAP and pre-market structure, making them strong decision zones for today. As you can see, this trend line I got up here. All these green trend lines are for good, like going up, and when they're red, indicate it could be going down. Right now, we're in an obvious buy zone. It's a lot of upward mobility. We got trend lines here, and we got other trend lines coinciding with each other. They intersecting, but they all headed generally in the same direction, which is up, meaning we're in probably the market overall is bullish. So let's look at our levels for today. Boom. Let's look at the levels for today. So if SPY clears the pre-market VWAP high at 646.97, I'm looking for an entry around 647.05 to 647.25. After a strong 5-minute close, I use the 5-minute chart to trade off of, so it depends on the end of a candle on the 5-minute chart. My stop is just below 646.50 with my targets at 648, 649, and 650. We're going to target them whole numbers, you know. That's usually how SPY moves in those psychological areas, with SPY being up here around all-time high levels. That's what you want to be careful, you want to be playing. And that's just my opinion. Like we always say here, this is not financial advice, but this is how I'm looking at it and how I'm probably going to trade it. Well, not how I'm probably going to trade it. This is what I'm going to use to trade. And with that being said, if we dip into the below the 50% Fibonacci level at 644.98 for a pullback entry, I'd probably be looking to buy between 644.80 and 645.10 with a stop under 644 and then target 646 going back up, 646 right at 647 and then 648. Now for bearish setup, like if you think it's going to go down, the SPY test above the 61.8 fib level at 646.22 and fails, I think that's probably where I'm probably going to try to get in at 646.10 to 646.40 with a stop above 646.60 with my targets at 645, 644, and 643. You know, we're going down. If we break below the 646.36, I'm probably looking for an entry around 646.20, 646, you know, in that area, and with a stop above 646.60 and targets at 645, 644.98, all the way down to 642.34. You know, that's if a strong seller's push. It's Friday, so crazy things happen on Friday. My boy Sean called it Lotto Fridays, man. You get some big moves on Friday because it's usually we trade options, so the end of the day, middle of the day, because it's the end of the week. You know, we usually get one or two just crazy runs off a decent price on an option and just run crazy off a crazy move. That's why we call it Lotto Friday. But my opening watch zone is probably going to be 645 to 647. Keep my stop loss tight, scale out, 25, 35%. Now, I tell you, sometimes we hit higher than that, but we also, want to wait to enter and exit at the right time. So that's the key to all of that, is having a plan in place. That way you know what's coming and you anticipate things. That's why you set these levels in the first place, so you can anticipate these things. And once you see it moving into those levels, then you watch what happens. If it breaks above a level and then create another candle and holds above that candle, then it's probably going to move in that direction for at least to the next level that you have on your chart, if you're using Fibonacci levels, which is what I'm using right now, pivot points, anything. And that's depending on how you trade. You need to be disciplined to your trade plan. But if you following that, once you see these key things and you break out these levels, then you play it like that. And that's how we play it, So that's how I'm trading the SPY for the day. Keep an eye on the VWAP and the field levels. There's probably going to be a lot going on because it's Friday. It's a lot of market information came out this week. A lot going on in the economic market. You got to be careful stopping that stuff. And just keep your key levels in mind and just play off your levels. If anything, just play off the levels that you set. And, we give you some nice levels. So play off of them if you want to. If not, pick some yourself and just play off of those levels and you'll be a lot more successful. At least that's what I found and what I discovered. Now over here at Power Plays Palace, we represent the group Power Plays with my man Sean, Timmy, and PG and the guys. And right now, we opening up to a few members. So if you out there, you listening, you interested in joining, come over and check out the Discord. The link will be in the description. And join us, man. We got a couple of slots we're going to let people in. If you're coming over there to learn and have fun and trade and be a good trader, try to get better, then that's what we want. If anything else, we do have signals and things that we put out there, but at the end of the day, we just a group of guys that started trading together and have a lot of fun doing it, and that's what we do over at Power Plays. Hey, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the information, please like, share, and subscribe. And let's have a good day. Appreciate it. We out.